Claiming your Social Security benefits can be complicated. However, we have the experts here to help us sort us out. So we've got Ryan and Tyson Thacker here from Boss Retirement Solutions right here in Salt Lake City. They're published authors, they're radio talk show hosts, plus you see them every week right here, Tuesdays and Thursdays on ABC4. Guys, thanks for being with us today.
Great to be with you, Brian.
Absolutely.
So how do we sort this whole Social Security thing out?
Yeah, it does get complicated and confusing, as you mentioned, and it impacts more than just your Social Security check. It also impacts how much you can pay in taxes. It could create an avalanche of taxes, really. It could double your Medicare premiums. It could even forfeit your spousal benefits, so much more. And it also could cost you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, all through your retirement life. So it is a really important thing to focus on and make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple words that I don't like. Forfeit, right? Avalanche of taxes. Those are not things that we want to do. And I understand you've helped a family figure this out.
We are, and for privacy, we're going to call him Rex. And what I love about Rex is he is just your hardworking American, 47 years, showing up to the job site, 4:30 a.m. he did concrete.
4:30, kind of like you.
Yeah, I know exactly how that goes. Yeah, for sure.
He is a hard-working guy, worked his tail off for his family, did everything that he could to save for retirement. And one of the things that he noticed, Brian, was when he would open his checkup every week, he'd see this big chunk of money come out and be deducted from that. In fact, on Social Security, between you and your employer, it's 12.4% to be exact.
Yeah, that adds up.
And Rex is looking at this and he's saying, man, this is a big chunk of money. This is really going to add up over time. And think about it, 47 years of paying in to that check. Right. And, you know, families forget this. And so when he started getting close to retirement, he said, I need to start researching this. And what Rex did is he said, you know what? I need to ask the right questions. I need to find the right information. And that's when he found us.
I like that he's self-aware that he needed to go and get some help to figure it out.
Absolutely, because what he realized is what he needed to do is he needed to ask the right question on how to minimize his tax. He found out he was on the hook for as much as 85% of his money in taxes on his Social Security benefit because it was something he wasn't planning on.
Wait, you're getting taxed on the Social Security benefits?
Yeah, that's right.
You get them back?
That's something that's changed in the 80s and gotten more progressive over the years. A lot of people said to themselves, well, if I put my money aside, I'm going to get taxed on it coming out of my check, but I'm never going to get taxed on it again. It's not that way anymore. And if you do this wrong, when I talked about an avalanche of taxes that you didn't like, the reality is that most people don't have any clue how that works, and we can help them to figure that out.
So how do you do that? Where do you start?
Well, the first piece to understanding this is we need to customize with a Social Security analyst. What am I saying here? A Social Security analysis.
Well, there's a lot in that analysis, right?
For sure. The reality, too, is that it's so customized for every couple. And it's not just on the benefit that it's focusing on those taxes that we've mentioned. It's focused on the Medicare to minimize that Medicare, because if you do this wrong, your Medicare premiums go way up. There are 2,728 rules in the Social Security Handbook, so every situation is completely different. For the first 10 callers, we're going to do this absolutely free, so that they can make sure that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, you mentioned we don't even read all the agreements, you know, you get a phone or whatever it is. You're not reading through that whole thing. You're not going through all those rules either.
Right.
So you're going to help people kind of figure this out with that analysis.
Absolutely. And what we did for Rex is when he came in, we created a customized strategy for him. Not only how to take Social Security, but when to take Social Security, how to optimize that with him and his wife so they could get the most out of that check. And then the other thing was how we could create strategies to minimize the taxes when he withdraws the money from his 401k. So when you combine all of those things together, this customization and optimization is incredibly important, because if you don't, the problem that you will do is you will leave tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table, and that's not chump change, Brian.
No, as you mentioned, it starts to add up, especially over the years, to be able to do that. So we want to get that number. Give it to people one more time here.
The number is 801-701-8881. Give us a call for the first 10 viewers today. We'll do it absolutely free.
There you go. So if you want to get the help that you need to be able to make sure you keep that money for yourself, especially when you retire, these guys are the experts who know how to do that. We're talking today here with Ryan and Tyson Thacker here from Boss Retirement Solutions. Let's hold on to that money, guys.
That's right.
That's right.
Thanks, Brian.
It's good to be with you.
You betcha.